How y'all doing this morning? Got a couple of things to talk about. The first one I want to talk about, and it certainly wasn't the first on the list, was an injury that took place in Sabine that's going to require surgery that'll take place on November the 2nd. We had a good long run, fellas, and you know, this is one of those things that I don't want to say it's unavoidable, but some things come to see you. Jeffrey Holmes Sr. stepped off the crane, and there was a rock, and his foot went down on the rock, causing him to twist, causing his knee to twist, causing him to tear his meniscus. That's the second torn meniscus injury over here in 2 years. That's the second injury that was sustained, in the major cause of the injury was a rock, right, Chris? Your knee hit a rock, so watch the rocks, fellas. And we talk about it when you're getting ready to step down off of something, take the time to look and see what's down there. We've suffered a sprained ankle because of stepping onto a piece of rope that was where he stepped off the cherry picker, so it's something real simple, but it's very important to make sure that you're not going to get down and have your foot unlevel, because then you're putting all your body weight and you're going to affect your knee or your ankle, one or the other. And again, man, worst case scenario is a surgery. So hopefully Jeffrey will recoup pretty fast and we'll get him back into the fold. But that did happen last week, and that's something that we're dealing with. I put housekeeping on there. Housekeeping's going to kind of coincide with, I've got WC visit, that's workers' comp, is visiting today. This visit today is what's called the renewal visit. This will be the last visit for the year. And Chuck will walk the yard like he did last time. I kind of sent out some joggers to supervision yesterday. He noted a couple of things last time. We had an employee step out of a forklift with it running and leave it running unattended. We had a forklift that had a backup light on it that wasn't functioning. The standard says whatever kind of safety alarms you have on there need to function. So the backup audible was functioning, but the light wasn't blinking. So he made note of that. He made note of a grounding clip missing by the xylene drum and a damaged tool. These are some things that, you know, a fresh set of eyes comes into the yard. That's this guy's job, and he's going to note some things. And let's just try and keep them to a minimum. So take a little time before you get started this morning. Chuck won't get here until after lunch, and then we'll hit the yard sometime after lunch. So make sure we got all our ducks in a row. Make sure we're adhering to all of our policies, procedures, safe practices, and we'll get through this. The test machine. Slingshot guys. Where's slingshot guys? Slingshot guys yesterday spent a bunch of time in that shop getting straightened out. Sometimes we get too busy to kind of do it on a daily basis or do it as it's needed. So a big group of guys got on it yesterday and wiped it out. I really do appreciate it, fellas. I was kind of wondering what to do, close the doors and put not open for business where we wouldn't walk in there. But if we try and do these things on a daily basis, then it never becomes such a big burden that we got to throw everybody on it. So just try and keep that in mind. It's part of the deal, you know. Before you get started doing your work, make sure your area is good to go. At some point or another, probably during your day, you need to do the same, and then certainly when you finish doing your task, you need to take care of your work area. And that just keeps it a better situation for everybody involved. I think there's some work across the weekend this weekend, but Halloween's Monday night, and there'll be a bunch of parties this weekend. I heard somebody talking voodoo. Whatever you're out there pursuing, be safe doing it. There'll be a lot of kids running around all weekend, and there'll be a lot of kids running around Monday night. So just be aware of that. Look out for others when you're out there. Have a good time, and believe me, fellas, I believe in having a good time. Go out there and enjoy yourself. That's what we work for. But keep safety in mind when you're out there doing it. It doesn't just stay on the yard when you leave the yard. You need to take it home with you. You need to share what we learn here with your family members and your friends. We have plenty of accidents that aren't work-related, so make sure we're trying to do the right thing. Anybody got anything this morning?
I got something to say.
What you got, Joe?
Oh shit! Oh shit! All right. Yesterday we were working on that bar, and I saw a supervisor drive up one side of the grassy levee, bum 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 bum, and then down the other side of the grassy levee, bum 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 bum, and in front of the brand new LSU Saints golf cart. Thank you very much. I don't want to hear you supervisor hissing in our ear about how we mistreat the golf carts. When we get them, they've already been shit on by you guys, okay? This is a top-down organization. Lead by example. And it just doesn't, that's not a good example to set, driving a fucking golf cart up one side of the grassy levee, bum 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 bum, and then down the other side of the grassy levee, bum 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 bum. That's all I've got to say.
Wait up, Joe. That's a very good point. You're a Colts fan, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't want to
I got 2 words. I got 2 words for you. 62.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going to add too much to that because I think everybody got the gist of it, but I think lead by example is the key. It's the key ingredient. And I don't need to do anything that I don't want you guys doing. So we'll try and point well taken, I believe, Joe. Thank you.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, boom. Who else?
Yesterday, right before lunch, they had a big flatbed truck went through that gate over there, and he ran through that gate like he done stole something. He was empty, but it looked like he done stole something. Trying to go out the front right there. Come here this morning, the gate's open again, so we might have to put a lock on it or something.
We can do that. Because it was closed yesterday.
Yeah, well, I actually got to turn around because you can't go out that way. I said that turn's too sharp for the truck. So he got kind of mad. He turned around and went back out. It's open again this morning.
Yeah, we can lock it. Make sure we don't.
Closing it ain't getting it. So we have to maybe put a lock on it.
Who else?
We got a containment area over there by us. Noticed there's a couple barrels sitting outside of it. We need a cherry picker or something to put it in there. Let somebody know. You know, we got plenty of operators over there. Don't be afraid to ask. Stop one of us and say, hey, can you go throw a barrel in for me right quick? So somebody give you a hand.
We got a few more drums. I talked to actually Jerry with USES was here day before yesterday, and I'm just trying to piggyback on the vacuum truck being in close proximity and cutting down on the cost, which should be here pretty soon, he feels like. But we'll get rid of the rest of the drums. We've got the skid finished for the depressurization unit for the aerosol. Just not real sure where we're putting it yet. Now we had it made to where it is movable, where we can move it around. We got some things are moving around to let you guys know. We got some fire extinguishers back to Tony yesterday. There'll be another pallet of fire extinguishers, so the tool room will be where if you need a fire extinguisher, you'll get a charged up fire extinguisher from. So, you know, a couple little things are changing around here just to try to keep you informed. But the yard looks good, fellas. Everybody who's been working on the snake pit, everybody who's been back here cleaning up, it's a tremendous difference. We did actually get permission on Wednesday through the manager's meeting to cut up all those containers. So we're going to gain a bunch of real estate over there where Container City is. And so we're finding room on the yard as we get rid of stuff, which is really helping out. So good job to everybody. The VJ test machine. The VJ is the one by the road, closest to the road. Been down for a few months, and it's going to be cranked back up here pretty soon. So it's been a while since we've had both test machines running. Just be aware of that, because depending on what's going on, we close off the road going between them. So just be aware when you go around there what's going on. Make adjustments as you need to.